Hey guys, it's Emily, and this is the time of the year or around the time where I do my annual Q&A video. Now, usually every year I do this on March 18th because that's the day that I had uploaded a video back in 2022 after not uploading for a couple of years back then. So yeah, it's a tradition I do my channel. Although I was thinking that maybe I don't want to necessarily upload the Q&A every March 18th specifically, like maybe around the week of March 18th, but I don't want to hold myself to only the 18th of March. So yeah, I thought I'd try to make it somewhere around March 18th, but maybe not exactly. Just to make it easier for myself to not rush for finding questions from you guys that you ask me and to film it and edit it. So yeah, so if you see that I don't upload on March 18th, don't freak out. I'm never gonna miss an annual Q&A unless I do fully stop posting on YouTube again, which I'm not planning to. So anyways, let's get started. Okay, so this year I don't have as many questions as last year. I have 13 questions for this year to answer, but they're still really good questions. So my first question is, what do you want to be most famous for? Vlogging or collecting? Well, I don't really know if I want to be famous anymore that badly. Like, I think I'm starting to see YouTube and making social media content as more of a hobby, at least for me at this moment. Like, I feel like I'm really want a career with teacher aiding or working with autistic kids more than I do with YouTube stuff. But anyways, to answer the question, what do I want to be more famous for? I guess maybe vlogging, like especially my concert videos, because I think those are the videos that I often feel most passionate about making a lot of the time, like more determined to make. Like if I go to a really good concert, I want to make a video about it. Yeah, I still like to talk about collecting though too as well. Yeah. But I think I'm more into making short form content about my toys nowadays for the most part. So yeah, I would say vlogging. My second question is, what are my top 3 favorite concerts I've been to? Ooh, I've been to so many concerts. I've been to 35 concerts as I'm currently recording this. I am going to a Bad Omens concert on Friday the 13th, so by the time this video comes out, it'll be 36 concerts. I would say, if I had to go with my top 3 concerts, I would say Lady Gaga at the Chromatica Ball, the Hershey Stadium Park, the one I went to, because Lady Gaga is like my favorite artist, so I gotta go with her. I would also say the My Chemical Romance Long Live Black Parade tour at Citizens Bank Park in Philly, where I went to. And my third concert, I'm gonna go with Halsey for my last trip tour. The one I went to was at the Freedom Mortgage Pavilion in Camden. I have videos on all of these concerts, so go check them out. Third question, what is your least favorite doll that you have? I want to say my Gil Weber doll because I hate Gil, but like at least his doll is like fun to like slander and torture. I mean, that's the reason I got this doll, so he is useful for that. But I would say like my least favorite doll in terms of like a doll that I don't really use and I don't fully love the design is this Neonlicious LOL OMG doll. Yeah, I just like barely ever use her, and yeah, I'm not a fan of like those squiggly eyebrows. Ugh. I don't know if you can see that well. Oh yeah, also I made her wear the Squid Game doll Younghee's dress for some reason. Yeah, it kind of fits her, so. But yeah, I guess I would say she's my least favorite. Number 4, what's one thing you really want to do this year? I guess just going to a lot of concerts, which I'm already doing. Let's see, also go on more dates with Roy when we have time, hang out with friends when I can. Yeah, I don't have any specific goals for this year, like just to enjoy life as much as I can. Number 5, who do you really want to see in concert this year? Well, I guess Lady Gaga, I'd love to see her Mayhem Ball tour, but sadly I'm not going because it's so expensive. Yeah, But I am going to Warped Tour in DC both days, and there's a ton of artists there that I listen to, some of which I've seen a few times already, but still like to see again there. So I'm gonna go with, here, I'll just list the names of the artists that I like are gonna be at Warped Tour that I'd like to see. So these are the bands I've seen so far that I'd like to see again at Warped Tour. Those are 303, Bayside, Daisy Grenade, Fame on Fire. I didn't exactly see Gym Class Heroes, but I did see Travis McCoy when he was performing with Fall Out Boy at When We Were Young for one song. Jimmy Eat World, I've seen Newfound Glory, two bands that I saw open for the Offspring, Jimmy Eat World and Newfound Glory, so that's kind of cool. If only they had the Offspring here as well, but oh wow. Oh, they have Sleeping with Sirens as well. I'd want to see them again. Or Suicidal Tendencies, I saw open for Metallica. What else do I want to see that I have seen already? The Used, and I saw them at When We Were Young. And oh, also Vana, who opened for Set It Off. I'd love to see her again as well. Now, for the artists that I have not seen yet that I do want to see at Warped Tour this year are Gym Class Heroes with, I guess, the full band. Yeah, because as I said, I did see Travis McCoy perform with Fall Out Boy. Meet Me at the Altar, I haven't seen yet. I know some of their songs. Oh, I know. Also noticed they have the band From First to Last. I believe that's the band with Skrillex that made that song Emily. So maybe that band would be cool to see too. Oh, The Academy is. Water Parks as well. Yeah, I really like them. I haven't seen them yet. Also, the band are duo Nova Twins. They are opening for Evanescence, and I do believe I'm gonna see them on the 20th of June, which is actually a week after Warped Tour, so wow. I mean, if I could see Nova Twins 2 Saturdays in a row, I wouldn't mind. I'd also say Rise Against as well. My dad showed me some of their songs, and they seem to be pretty good too, so yeah. All right, let's move on to the next question because I don't want to spend too long on this one. So I think this is number 6. If you could go to one concert by an artist who has passed away, who would it be? I'd say Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace to the godfather of heavy metal. Sadly, never saw him or Black Sabbath, but my dad did 10 years ago, I think. Yeah, I wish I could have been at that farewell show that was in Birmingham, but I was on that cruise vacation, so I couldn't be there. But yeah, that would have been so cool. I mean, so many of those artists they had performing there were great. That would have been such a good concert video. Like, probably would have been like my best concert video if I had gone, but yeah, I was on vacation, and also it was in a whole nother country, so, you know, traveling there would be something. But it'd be a cool experience, I'm sure. Do you like to collect dolls that are part of a series? I guess I do, yeah. Like those Monster High Wednesday Addams dolls are really good. I only have the one Wednesday Addams doll, like the main one, but yeah, I don't know if I'll get the others, because I'm kind of holding off on doll collecting, like, a lot just to have more space and save my money as well. Yeah, but if Stranger Things had a line of like fashion dolls, I would definitely get those. But they do have a lot of figurines that I do have, at least. Yeah, and Monster High is technically a show, so you could say, yeah, like I love to collect the Monster High dolls, obviously. My autistic queen. I know these aren't dolls, but I love Breaking Bad, and I've got these little people figurines. But if I do have an opportunity to get a doll from any fandom that I'm into, then I will, if I can. Next, what's your favorite doll line from each Monster High generation? So, for G1, I would say the School's Outline / Wave 2, I guess. Yeah, it's just so iconic, so great, and I sadly never got any of those dolls, but maybe one day I will. I don't know. They're just perfect. And from G2, I would say Dance the Fright Away. I know it's G2, but these dolls aren't as bad, to be honest. I would say Claudine is lacking the most. Like, she could at least have a belt. But I love this Frankie, especially as a big Frankie girly. The concept of them having these, like, props with them is kind of fun and cute. So, yeah. And for G3, I would say the Fear Book line, just because, like, I love how it kind of shows more about the personality and, like, passions that each of the Monster High characters have. Like, I have 2 dolls from this line so far. I've got Fear Book Torlai Stripe, like, you know, like, you can see how much she's, like loves music and all that stuff. I've got Fear Book Twyla as well, and yeah, you can see her passion for, I guess, like, fantastical things. Like, I think her accessories are very, like, D&D inspired, so yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to represent. And she's so cute too, and all the other dolls in this line are cute. My favorite Ghost song from each album. Oh, I do love Ghost, so that's a fun question. Well, yeah, I apologize if I say some of these albums or song names incorrectly, because, yeah, some of them are a little bit tougher for me to say. So, the first album, Opus Imponumus. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. I would say my favorite song from that album is Ritual. Yeah. And then for their next album, Infestissima. I'm sorry if I said that wrong too. This is really basic, but I would say it's Year Zero. Like, it's just such a cool song. And for Meliora, I don't know if I said that right. I would say my favorite is Mummy Dust. Yeah, there's a lot of good songs. Every song on that album is great, so a little bit hard to choose one, but I tried. For Prequel, I would say Life Eternal. Yeah, it's such a beautiful song. It is also sad as well, but I think it can be interpreted in ways where some lyrics are about, like, losing a loved one, but some lyrics can also be about having a loved one, I feel like. For Impera, I would say my favorite song is 20s. Like, when I turned 20, this was, like, my anthem. And for Skeleton, the last album they've put out for now, I would say my favorite has been Umbra. Next question. If you were to experience something fantastical, what would it be? I guess probably shrinking so I could be the size as, like, some of my dolls, and, like, I could go into, like, this, like, little dollhouse that I have here, and that might be kind of fun to hang out with my MCR figurines and my other dolls too. And yeah, and I could, like, hold, like, all these little pet shops and pretend they're, like, my pets, maybe. I think that'd be fun. I'd also like to, like, maybe have powers where I can make things automatically happen. Like, instead of spending so much time researching for homework or essays, I can just, like, hold out my hands and make it done. Make it happen. Make it correct. Yeah. Oh, yeah, my boyfriend Roy asked this question. Yes, what is my favorite memory of me, him, and Leo? Oh, yeah, me and Roy considered Leo our son. I guess my favorite memory of all 3 of us was probably my birthday when he was sitting around the table when we sang happy birthday to me. I mean, I know that there was more people than me and him, but, like, that was such a sweet moment, and I wonder if Leo knew he didn't have much time left that day, which we didn't know, but he did. Yeah. 12. How old was Leo when you first got him? He was 4 months old when we got him. I don't know if I have a picture, but here's a cute picture of him anyways. When he was younger. His birthday is April 10th, which is actually the same birthday that this Ghost album came out. So, and it's also orange. And oh yeah, I made this edit, by the way, because it's so perfect. It's like Leo's the mascot for this Ghost album. And my last question for this annual Q&A, drumroll. Does your boyfriend like Monster High? Yes, Roy does like Monster High. I've shown him some of the movies so far, and he's liked them all, and he sometimes gets me the dolls, and I don't know if he's gonna collect the dolls himself, but if he wants to, I'll be happy to get some for him. Yeah, at least any dolls that I can get. See. Well guys, that was my annual Q&A for this year. Thank you all so much to the people who sent out these questions. I really liked answering them. So, bye!